Hello, this is Future Zeb, aka Editing Zeb. Keep in mind that this video was recorded April 20th, so if I'm saying a lot of stuff that you might have already known, that's why. Sup guys, it's
See money.
now you may be asking a lot of questions, because okay, so my hair, yeah, that's a thing. I also have like a tattoo now, if you care about that, but that's besides the point. You also may be wondering why I'm in a bathroom. Well, low-key, like, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a cool setup. I might low-key use this, but this is not the reason why I chose the bathroom. I didn't choose the bathroom by choice. I chose, well, it is by choice because technically I chose it. No one like held a gun to my head to use the bathroom. Well, whatever.
The fuck is he talking about?
But I'm using the bathroom for other reasons that you'll see later on in the video because it'll be more convenient to just like not make a huge mess. Anyways, let's get straight into the video. So I've seen my fair share of like, bad movies that I've covered across this channel throughout my almost 1 year on YouTube. I think it's like 3 months away from being a year. And I promise you, like, I'm not like clickbaiting. I'm not just saying this just to say this or to be dramatic. This is literally the worst movie I have ever seen in my life. It's not even close. For the longest time, I thought the worst movie of all time was this movie called What's Up, Balloon to the Rescue. And I covered that on my channel about 8 months ago, and you should probably check that out. That film now looks like a cinematic masterpiece compared to this movie. The movie that we're gonna be looking at today is called The Adventures of Acela or Acela. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's some foreign name, and it was released in 2020. I think this movie is like Turkish or something along those lines. And I found this movie from my friend Benny. Like, there's like this whole thing. I'll probably have to tell you another time between the story of me and her friendship. But thank you so much, Benny. I love you. But now I low-key wish I didn't take this suggestion because like this movie is so bad. Like I messed up the phrase. I probably wouldn't wish this movie on like my worst enemy. Like if I had an enemy, I don't have an enemy. Maybe this movie is my enemy. Usually when I watch movies and do movie reviews, I recommend it and say, hey, go watch it for yourself. But like this movie is so bad that I don't even recommend it. Like literally don't watch it. The only time you should see this movie is watching my video. I mean, you can watch it if you want. Like, I'm not your dad, I'm not your parent. I can't tell you what to do. But I warned you, it's awful. But like if you watch this movie while you were like drunk or high, I think that'd be a pretty interesting experience. So I would tell you what this movie is about, but there's like no like coherent plot. There's literally no plot for me to explain. I don't know what the plot of the movie is. Like the characters look weird, the animation's awful, they talk weird, they move all gross, and just like the whole story is off, and everything in this movie is just so paced like just horribly. Also these random creatures that appear in this movie, and they're never explained like how or why they're there, and they don't add anything to the plot at all. And it's never explained like, oh, this character is because here, and this character is here because this or that. They're literally just there, I guess, to just pad runtime or just to add another creature in a kid's movie. It's very random. So this movie is kind of boring, and it'll be kind of boring for me to talk, like the whole way through. So that's why I'm in the bathroom right now, because so I have a cup. So every time a character dances in this movie, I'm gonna fill this up in my sink. I'm gonna pour it on me, and I'll probably just like run it over in the bathtub so it doesn't make a huge mess, which is why I'm in the bathroom right now, because it's most convenient. And low-key, like the sound in here is nice. Like low-key, if I just started putting like posters up here, bro, this would be a cool YouTube setup. It'd be weird, but I think it'd be kind of okay. I'm rambling right now. Please forgive me. But anyways, it'd be a cool origin story to be like, man, like if I ever like reach like big goals, like say like 100K or something like that, I'm like, man, I started from a bathroom, man. I was down. I started with a MacBook webcam when I first started. Then I started filming on my phone, and I filmed in a bathroom because I had nothing. Like, I think that'd be cool, like an origin story or something like that. Also, you may be thinking, oh, there's no way they dance that much for you to have to pour that much water on yourself. But trust me, they do. You could literally leave the room for like 30 straight minutes while watching this movie, come back, and nothing happened. Literally, That's how slow paced this movie is. This movie is an hour and 5 minutes roughly, but it really should be only like 15 if you take away all the long shots, all the unnecessary moments, and all the things that add nothing to the plot. Like, this movie is just so long for no reason. Like, there's just all this build up, and for me, like me personally, like we got this build up this whole movie, and like for me personally, I feel like nothing came out of it. Nothing, the build up was not worth it at all. I was so pissed off. I don't know why, but watching this movie made me so upset. Let's just get right on to the adventure into the movie. Yay. So we start off the movie with Acela walking with her dad, and for some reason he like disappears like randomly, and she's just walking by herself or something. She's already dancing. We're barely, like, bro, we're like 10 seconds into the movie. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. You know, I should probably get a towel, you know? I feel like it's smart to get a towel. Yes. Then we hear this weird voice calling her name from the forest.
Acela, come to the forest.
Who are you?
Acela, come to the forest.
I don't really know how I feel about that one. Okay, I'm turning the stupid ring light on. I feel like I don't need the ring light. I feel like the lighting here is, well, it's kind of crap. And then her dad calls her, and you know, they say that they're leaving, and then just listen to this audio.
Acela, hurry up, we are leaving.
I'm convinced like this movie was recorded in like a 3-hour run. Like they just took only 3 hours to record this. Like the audio, why does that sound so bad? It sounds like he's almost like too loud. Like it sounded like it was recorded with like a rope or something. So Acela mistakes the voice for her dad's voice, even though they sound like completely different. And she just carries on with her day like it's just nothing. We just get this extremely like long and unnecessary scene of them just walking, and just get used to that because 75% of this movie is just people walking. Like, that's literally what it is.
Dad, did you hear the voice?
What voice, my dear?
So he has not heard.
So Acela and her dad are, of course, still walking. And just look at this scene.
Bera, hi!
Hi.
I'm so exhausted, Daddy. I'm so sweaty.
Take a rest for a while. We are almost there.
Hi, Bera.
Hello.
Like, what is this? Looks so gross. Like, is it just me, or like the characters' voices aren't matching with each other? Like, it looks like it's kind of off a little bit, and it just looks so disgusting.
Where are you going?
Acela has missed the village so much.
What did he just say? So now we get some random shots of some goats for some reason. Like, I'm not sure why they're there or why this shot is so long, but oh well. Acela is interacting with the goats, and just look at this awful cut.
I'm coming.
Like, for a second there, I thought she was gonna say something, but it just cuts back to them walking. Like, oh, okay then, movie, just push things along. It's like me getting close to the camera. Like that's so out of place. So they end up walking more through this village or whatever. I'm not really sure what it is. I guess it's like a village kind of thing in the forest. And she ends up going to her grandma's house, and that's exactly where she's gonna stay for like the duration of the entire movie. So during that scene, we cut to this random troll character who's like never explained for why they're there or what their purpose is or like what they're doing. They're just there, I guess. It's nighttime, and Acela hears the voice calling again, and we zoom in on the troll character, and then we just see these awful like rain and stormy animations. It's the next day, and Acela asks her grandma if she can hang out with her friend Ezrak. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, and they decide to race. And just look at this magnificent race.
Okay. Let's run.
But like during the whole race, we didn't even get to see the whole race. It just zoomed in on random shots of animals and we only get to see the end result. And why do they run like that? They look like they're just skipping in the most annoying way possible. The race went on for too long and goddamn, is she dancing again? Why does it feel colder? Maybe my body will get used to it. Back to the movie. So her and her friend talk about like her being there for a visit, and then her friend like pleads like he wants a school for this village so they can have like more friends or something. I guess like that's kind of the main point of the movie. Like this kid just wants a school, but like that point only gets brought up now and later on at the end of the movie. It's never like explained throughout the movie. There's a whole different plot. So just keep that in mind, I guess. They start walking like they're just the shit or something. And they just walk so funny. So they see a bunny and they just decide that they're gonna get near it. They're trying to like sneak up on it and they start dancing. Whoa, cool. So Chella asks her friend if he's ever been like deep in the forest, and he tells her about this guy named the Tale Teller. And I guess it's just this old magical guy who goes around telling stories or whatever. It's pretty lame to me. I don't know why they're so excited about it. Like he's not really that special to me. I mean, he has some special powers or what. It's really stupid to me, and I just feel like I can't speak. And he's only seen by kids that are supposedly good, so I guess he's like the fucking Santa Claus of this village or something. So Cello wants to see him really bad, but the boy is very hesitant because he's like, oh, there's like monsters out in the woods or something, which like, if there are monsters out in the woods, why do you guys have a whole village out there? Like, wouldn't that be something to, you know, take into consideration to like move out, if you know what I'm saying? Like, if there was like a bunch of monsters and stuff going around my city, I'd be like, hey, you know, we should probably move because, you know, that's not normal. So Acela says that, hey, they'll just go in the daytime so the monsters won't be there. And they ask permission, and guess what they start doing? Guess what they start doing? They start dancing. And fuck those kids, bro. So Acela tells her grandma about the Tale Teller, and the grandma's like, oh no, there's monsters, and she's very hesitant, but Acela's like, please, and then she just lets her go. Like, it was that easy. She didn't have to do that much convincing. Her grandma's just like,
oh, well, I guess, you know, you might die from monsters, but as long as you get to hear them stories.
like, I'm pretty sure she's on Dora's parents level of like worst parents in the world. Like, what is wrong with her? Like just think about this for a second. In the woods, there are these monsters, and they're just letting their kids go out to see a strange man who tells stories to only kids. That sounds very sketchy to me. So it's the next day, and Acela's with her friends, and she tells them that she hears his voice, and it could be the Tale Teller potentially.
I have been hearing a mysterious voice since we got here.
What kind of voice?
Acela, come to the forest. Come to the forest. Come to the forest. Can it be the Tale Teller?
All of a sudden they hear growling or something, and the boy said it's something screaming that's like not really harmful, but I'm not quite sure what he said.
What was that noise?
I don't know.
Let's run.
Wait, it is a boar screaming. They do not harm.
He say bird
It is a boar screaming.
or blue? Like I really don't know, but I guess I'll just go with whatever. Like it doesn't mean anything to this movie anyways. They continue to walk, of course, because, you know, remember, 75% of this movie is walking, and then they just stop in the middle of the forest.
For birds and flowers and sun?
Wow, birds, flowers, and the sun. It's almost like you're outside. So they start screaming for the Tale Teller because they get impatient like super fast, like they've barely been walking, and they don't get an answer, so they just decide that they'll just wait it out.
Come on, let's sit down there and wait.
Okay, let's wait a little.
So they just kind of sit there. tongue. What are these camera shots? Like, why do they keep zooming in and out? So after waiting for like literally like only 10 seconds, they barely waited. They start calling him again and then wait some more. All of a sudden, the tale teller appears.
Come here, kids.
Yeah, how did they trust this man? If some old dude popped out of thin air and was like, "Come here, kids," telling me you're gonna trust that. So they go up to him and they just vanish along with him. Low-key, I thought about it. This movie could have easily turned into like a horror film where the tale teller just talked about this like nice guy. He ends up finally getting the kids. He just murders children. Okay, that was a little bit dark, but just imagine, right?
I beg your pardon?
Okay, don't imagine. Okay, let's just get back into the movie. They appear in another area and they ask him to confirm that he's the tale teller.
Tale teller, is that you?
Yes, kids, call me tale teller, old man.
Imagine if it like wasn't the tale teller. He's like, nah, I'm not the tale teller. I'm a poser. He's just some random guy that kidnapped. Dude, what is wrong with me? Hey, bro, low-key, let me write this movie. I would have made this movie way more interesting. I would have been like, yeah, they got fooled. The tale teller just really evil guy, and the grandma and the dad have to go save the children. I feel like that would be a way better movie than what this movie already is. He asked him to tell him stories, and he agrees.
Of course, I have very good stories for you kids.
This place is beautiful. Do you live on your own?
No, a lot of kids stop by to listen to the stories, just like you.
Wait, if that's the case, then why is everyone all like, oh, he's impossible to see? He's just like, no, a lot of kids stop by to see my stories. Like, the movie tried to make him seem like he was just like this rare and like hard to achieve like kind of person, but I guess it's just not that hard to get to. So the boy asks him what kind of stories he tells, and he basically tells stories that could help kids like in the world or something like that. So finally, the tale teller tells them a story.
Once upon a time, there was a little village. There were 2 kids at that village. They were good friends. They got along well. Then one day, the rest of the kids.
And can I just say that tale teller is literally the worst storyteller like ever. Like, I thought he was hyped up to be this crazy good storyteller, but he sucks to me. Like, this man has no energy. He has no flow. Like, I dozed off so many times listening to his stories. I literally don't remember a single story he said. Literally, me editing this video right now, I'm skipping past this part and I'm just gonna cut it because like I don't want to watch that scene. It's that boring. During the story, Acela hears her voice getting called again and she gets kind of scared.
Acela. Acela. Acela.
So it was all a dream, and they see this troll person like running after her.
Acela, come to the forest.
So here's my thing, okay? So if that was all a dream, right? How in the fuck did she picture exactly what the tale teller looks like if she's never seen him before? Like, she must be like a genius or a psychic or something to be able to picture like frame by frame, like exact look of the tale teller without ever seeing him. So Acela is up and she greets her friends as they walk in the forest. She tells them about her dream and how the tale teller is just this amazing person, and they just start racing.
Run!
Wait, why is their running different than before? Like in the beginning, it kind of looked like they were, you know, kind of skipping, but now it kind of looks like they're like slouching, like they're kind of digging for something. So Acela beats him and they start dancing. Oh God. That was the silkiest one. They start walking again in an incredibly like long shot, of course. We cut to that random troll woman who just appears out of nowhere. The troll lady just starts walking and like making noises and adds nothing to the plot at all. She's just kind of there. So we get back to the kids and the troll is now following them, I guess. So you're probably thinking, wait, Zeb, then the troll is a part of the plot. You know, the troll's following them. The troll's probably going to catch them before they see the tale teller, and it's going to be a huge plot point. But literally, the exact opposite of that is going to happen. Like, seriously. They get to the middle of the forest, and they start calling the tale teller's name with the troll watching in the distance. Acela notices a sound, and then the troll runs away.
Where?
Over there.
I didn't see anything.
They continue to just sit there and wait for the tale teller to appear. Then suddenly, like, a kid appears in the forest.
Tale teller old man is a kid?
Tale teller, is that you?
Calm down. I am not the tale teller.
I think it's a tale teller at first, but no, it's just some random kid who's also looking for the tale teller.
Who are you?
Yes, who are you?
I'm here to see the tale teller too.
Did you see?
Yes, I have. He sent me to get you, but...
He just contradicted himself. How is he gonna be like, oh, I'm looking for the tale teller too, and then say, oh, the tale teller sent me to get you? Like pick a side, kid. Like saying, oh, I didn't go to McDonald's today, but I did have a Big Mac and some fries today, though. Like, oh, okay, kid. So the kid was sent because, like, the tale teller is, like, sick and he needs, like, some magic potion to, like, get some help. And they decide that they're all going to venture to take him to the doctor. Like, he needs this, like, magic, like magic flower or something. Low key, I feel like, this is, like, an innuendo for, like, you know, something else. So they all venture out to find this flower, and suddenly a green alien pops up out of nowhere.
What was that?
Hey kids, just a second.
Who are you?
I am Alien, the green alien.
I think the best explanation for this movie is that these kids are just really, really high. And by the way, guess what they're gonna do with the green alien? I bet you couldn't imagine what they're about to do with the alien. There's a couple of options. One, you know, they could run away because, holy shit, it's an alien. Two, they can directly ask the alien, hey, where'd you come from? Which is kind of risky because, you know, the alien might not like that tone. But I feel like it's a pretty reasonable thing to do before anything else. Or three, he can introduce himself as the green alien and they all start dancing. For no reason, no context, he just comes out and says, hey, let's dance. And they all start dancing. It definitely can't be that one.
The green alien. I'm going to dance for you. Are you ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Oh, it is that one, huh? Okay. Okay. Oh, it got in my ear. New style though, like, you know, wet hair Zeb. So they start dancing for a while, and when I say a while, I mean like a while. Again, the green alien serves no point to the plot, and he just appears at random times. He's gonna show up again, sadly. So all of a sudden, we see the troll locate near the kids, and then they just start to walk. Back to the children, and they share each other's name.
What's your name?
Oakton.
Mine is Acela, and he is Ezrak.
Ezrak?
Yes.
What does Ezrak mean?
My father named me. It means blue sky, clean leaf, and water.
His name means blue sky, clean leaf, and water? What the hell? That's not even a flex. That's just weird.
What does Oakton mean?
My grandpa named me. Means smart, wise, hero, brave.
Okay, kids, shut the fuck up. You're not all that. My name means smart, wise, hero, brave. Oh. Yeah, we don't care. We don't care.
Smart, wise.
We do not care.
What about Acela?
A very rare flower.
At least her name, you know, her name kind of makes more sense. It's kind of basic to be named after a flower, but I'm pretty sure it makes a lot more sense than
Blue sky, clean leaf, and water.
So they all talk about their dreams that they've been having, and I guess they've been having the same dreams of hearing the voice, and they think it's the tale teller's voice telling them because they believe that they're all just good kids.
I remember now. There was an old lady in the village. She used to tell that a voice calls children to the woods. Then the children who hear it listen to tales in their dreams. So it is real. Still, my parents do not believe the tale teller exists.
I also thought it was only a dream. It is real.
So the troll called up to them and he starts, or she starts, I think it's a girl, and she starts following them in just an extremely extended scene. Then we see a wolf. Then we see some trees. Oh, then we see the wolf again. Then we see some more trees. Oh, back to the wolf. Oh, now to the troll. You know, I feel like it was very necessary to the plot for us to see, you know, the wolf multiple times. Close shots on the trees and close shots on the troll woman doing nothing. Because I feel like it just really adds to the plot of, you know, the tale teller needing his flower because he's sick right now. And I feel like it just makes the plot just much deeper than it actually is. You just really have to like think about it and conceptualize it. I can't even speak. And conceptualize it, you know, you have to really take a deep analysis in the plot. And those shots were necessary, like 100% necessary for you to watch. And yeah, you just needed those for context. So back to the kids, and they're tired, so they decide to rest, and then they just hear a strange noise.
It came from this direction. I'll go check it.
I'm coming with you.
They go to investigate, they see nothing, and they just start walking again. Still walking? Okay, still walking. Oh, some overhead shots. A troll. Another overhead shot. Back to the troll. Ooh, now a tiger. Wait, what the fuck? Why is there a tiger in the woods? Tiger, get it? A golf player. Oh. Some overhead shots. Back to the tiger. Some trees. Back to the tiger. Okay, this is kind of getting repetitive. Oh, some more overhead shots. Oh, now to the mountains. You know, this movie doesn't even feel real. Like, those scenes are not edited by me. They were literally cut by the movie that way. Like, when I showed you the shot of the tiger and then the trees next, that was the movie, not me skipping parts. That's literally what the movie did. Like, that is so stupid. I cannot stress that to you enough. I can't tell if the director wanted to make like a serious movie or he knew like this movie was just terrible. He just took advantage of that, because you'll see at the end, you'll be like, it seemed like he was trying to be serious. But from these shots, it seems like he didn't care. Even, let's say that he did try to make a bad movie, right? I still don't like the excuse of, we're making a bad movie on purpose, so that justifies it being bad. Like, no, it's just a shitty movie. There's no justification. So we get a shot of an eagle in some mountains. So the kids, they're still walking. What a shocker, right? Wow. An overhead shot? Haven't seen that one. All of a sudden, we get some movement. Woo! Some rocks are falling from the mountain, and they're just like, oh, we're fine. Just be a little careful.
Watch out, guys! Rocks are falling! Step aside! Guys, are you okay?
We're fine. Let us continue.
Okay, be careful.
Like, I just love how like every conflict in this movie is just like solved immediately, and they just act like nothing happened. Like, they heard those weird growling noises and stuff, and they're just like, oh well, could be anything. Let's just keep walking. Literal big ass rocks are falling from the mountain and could potentially kill them. And they're just like, hey man, just be a little bit careful, you know, just get out the way sometimes, you know? I feel like if we solve conflict like that in real life, the world would just be a much more peaceful place.
Breaking news. This just in. A robber is on the loose and he's going around stealing people's wallets.
He stole mine too. Oh no. That means there's someone in the area that's actively stealing wallets? Well, it's whatever. It's fine. I guess I just gotta be more careful with my wallet. You know, like they say, if there's trouble in any way, ignore it in every way. Looks like I have a guest. Why, hello, sir. How can I help you? Yes, I was wondering if you had a wallet? Well, that's funny, because I remember on the news there was talk about... Oh. Huh, that's funny. That man just stole my wallet. I guess it is a cool world. Well, just gotta be more careful. I get it. My skit's funny because, like, it's like making fun of the kids, how they're, like, ignoring the issues. And they're just acting like nothing happened. Get it? Well, isn't my skit funny? So, back to the movie. And the kids, guess what they're doing? They're walking! They arrive to this cave where the magical flower is, and they go inside. Did they just walk into hell? What kind of cave is that? Why is it just randomly sitting in that forest? So the dude is trying to get the flower, but he's struggling.
I'm pulling it hard, but it won't seem to come out.
That's what she said. And that was just too perfect, man. I love this. The boy tries to do it, but fails, and Acela tries to do it, and I guess the flower just levitated to her. What the fuck?
I got the flower. Now what?
What do you mean, now what? You gotta go back to the telltale to give him the flower. So they're all exiting hell, because that's where they came from, to go to the telltale. They want to hurry up to get to him before sunset. And as you can tell, they move very fast. But oh no, here's the troll woman doing absolutely nothing. And we can't forget about the random flying eagle shot. So they call for the telltale and get sucked into oblivion and finally see the telltale for real this time.
We brought you the sedum flower.
Hey yo, I think the telltale might have COVID-19. So the telltale takes the magical flower and heals himself. Low-key, I feel like that was weird. I feel like telltale said, "Oh, I'm sick," but really he's just having withdrawals, and that man's high. And the telltale tells them that they're in Wonderland and he's gonna tell them stories. So we get a bunch of random shots of animals before finally the telltale is gonna tell them a story. This story better be the greatest thing in human history, because I've sat through so much of this movie for so long, and I've poured water on myself for all these dance sequences, for all of this, just for this story to suck would be fucking sad. But hey, at least they haven't danced for a while, so if the story is trash, then I guess I got that going for me. Randomly ask them if they're going to school, and they all say yes except for the one boy because there's no school in the village. Telltale goes on about how he needs to go to school because education is very important. And the kids are like, yeah, we need education, and they finally get to the story. And yep, it's confirmed. This was the most boring story of all time, and it's cut in randomly with shots of animals, and it's just all kinds of weird. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna skip over what the story is about. It's not really that important. It's too boring for me to sit through anyways, and yeah, like, we're just gonna skip over that. Homie deadass talked for like 10 straight minutes. They finally decide that they're all gonna leave, which is kind of disappointing because they really hyped up this telltale guy like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and we just get one story and they just dip. Like, come on now.
Are you ready to dance, kids?
Yes!
Yep. Here's the green alien again. And you know when the green alien shows up, you know it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie, like low-key, these dance moves are probably like the best thing of the entire movie. So they're walking after they're dancing. Acela just randomly is like, run! And they all start running like they're swimming again.
Run?
We cut back to the troll woman in the flying eagle because, of course, and the troll woman starts dancing. Come on, man. Almost over. Is she throwing her ass back? This goes on for a while, and we cut back to the motherfucking eagle. Like, who is this eagle? I really want to know. I really want to know who this eagle is. Is he supposed to be the tale teller? Like, who the fuck is this eagle? Back to the kids, and they see a crowd of people and decide to see what's going on. They find out that a new school was built for the village. Yes! And guess what they do to celebrate? They dance, they dance, they dance!
Hey!
I think that was the last dance sequence in the movie. I'm really not sure.
Whoa! There's a school at the village!
And now the trolling. On that. And then the movie shows a bunch of quotes about education. So the whole purpose of this movie, of this stupid fucking movie, was about how important education is. Literally how. This whole movie was trying to show the importance of education, but the only thing I've learned is that this is the worst movie of all time. Yeah, thank you. I'm a comedian, you know. He's everyone out there, professional comedian. I would be a stand-up comedian, but I'm always sitting down. None of the characters were interesting at all, and the dialogue was horrible, which I can't fault too much because it was dubbed English, so like, it seemed like they can't really speak English. But the thing that we were supposed to take away from this movie is how important education is, which I find very funnery. Like, funnery? What is funnery? Which I find like very funny because it's like, what the fuck? You can watch this movie for yourself. I don't recommend it, but I still am gonna keep links in the description to where you could watch it if you're curious for yourself. Or honestly, just watch the trailer and judge to see if you're gonna watch the movie just by looking at that trailer. It's something. I give this movie a 1 out of 10. I would give it a negative 100 out of 10, but since the dancing was somewhat solid, I guess it could have 1 point. As you can see, I'm quite soaked from all the dance moves, you know? Very soaked, but you know, it's all good over here. This is probably the most I've ever done for like a video on my channel. Like, I literally have almost 1 hour of recording time. That's by far the longest I've recorded, and it's gonna take me forever to edit. So I'm recording this currently April 20th, and this video might come out by the end of April, early May, maybe. I can't make any promises. It's gonna take me a while, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I've kind of had fun doing this. It's been fun. I mean, the pouring water thing is not that fun, but I guess it was kind of an interesting twist to my usual commentary videos. So I guess it's pretty nice. I just finished all my exams for school yesterday, so I'm gonna be home from April to August, which means so much time to like upload YouTube videos. I want to get around like 20, maybe 30 videos in during that time span, because I have a lot of time on my hands. I'll have to make a lot of like short videos. I kind of have a couple videos in mind right now. I kind of have a little bit of video ideas I have in mind now, but I'm still gonna plan for more because like I just have so much fun making these. And yeah, I just really appreciate you guys watching me through this journey while I'm so small. And yeah, I just really can't wait for like the future in this. I feel like it can go really well if I just really put my mind to it. And I've just been feeling very good lately, and just thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. Stay safe, be great, and have a great day.
I'm wondering if you had a wallet, and then like you just record me doing. Wait, hold up. I'm wondering if you had a. Did you record it? It's on. Yes, I was wondering. Breaking news.